From Philadelphia, the home of the Liberty Bell, which stands for freedom, this is Financial Freedom Radio. In the next 30 minutes, find out what the financial institutions, financial planners, and many accountants won't tell you. But the person that will is your host. Ladies and gentlemen, Raymond Jewell.
I'm recording the last part of this show because several people have said to me, why don't you record the show? So I thought I'd fire up the old webcam here and record the last part of it. So anyway, and I'll put it up on YouTube, and if you want to see it, you can. So why you should be rich, I'm going to summarize what we talked about. Why you should be rich. Everybody has the opportunity to be rich. It's your inalienable right as a human being because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imaginary and real. It thinks everything you think about is real, and it has to deliver what you think about. So when we think about setting up a business, when we think about putting together some kind of business venture, we must understand it's long term. We must understand that we have to get as many customers as we can in our sphere of influence so that we can derive revenue from these customers. You can't get customers in your sphere of influence by buying worthless leads and calling people and having them hang up on you. That's a traditional way of doing it. Everybody's doing it. People are numb to it, and they don't want any part of it. I get calls all the time. I don't even answer the phone when they call because I know it's somebody trying to sell me a business opportunity or trying to reverse market me, so I don't answer the phone. Unless I'm in a feisty mood and I answer the phone, they say, if I could show you how you could put $10,000 into your pocket in a week and in 45 days, would that be of interest to you? I already do that. And by the way, I love to ask them, how much do you make a week? Well, that's irrelevant. I just started. Don't call me if you're not making more than I am. I know the drill, and I see it all the time. And that's why you should be rich. Focus on what you want to do. The universe delivers to you the mechanism for it to happen. If somebody comes to you and says, I've got this opportunity, look for the transparency. Can you see through it? Are there a lot of holes in it? Do your due diligence. It's important to do. Talk to people already in it. Ask them, would you give me the names of people that are in it and call them? Now, they're not going to give you a person that hates it. They're going to give you a person that's in it, that's doing well or happy with it. But drill down into that person and say, how much do you have invested in it? And what is your rate of return? How many customers do you have? How many people have you converted? What is your auto shipment? Just ask, make a list of questions. Make 30 questions and ask them. I would not go into a business unless I talked to the people that were starting it. And forget the sales pitch and tell them, I don't want you to give me a sales pitch. I'm doing my due diligence. Let me do it. If they continue to want to overtalk you and try to sell you, it's not good. Look out, because they need to answer your questions. You're the one in control of the interview. This is a big step for you. You need to interview the people that you're planning on doing business with. Excuse me. To make sure that it's the right thing, because as I said, you should be rich. The universe is in your favor, but it also wants you to do some things that are proper in finding out whether the business you want to go into is the right thing or not. So doing due diligence is very important. Lay out all your questions. Make sure that the questions that you've laid out are questions that these people are going to answer. Don't let them sidetrack you. They're good at it. These people want to tell you how great the business is and not answer your questions. And that's the best way. Just hang up the phone. Go away. Because they're not willing to answer your questions, and they keep trying to sell you on how great it is. That's smoke and mirrors. And let me tell you, the MLM industry is full of smoke and mirrors. And it's hard to find the fire, because with the smoke and the mirrors, You don't know where the fire is. I want to know where the fire is. That's why I like tomorrowshomebusiness.com, because I know where the fire is. The name of the company, by the way, is Trivita. Trivita sells to the end user, and the end user is the customer. So the customer buys the product, and then Trivita sells the customer to us. Now, I like Tomorrow's Home Business because they have CTE approach to losing my voice. CTE approach to the whole portal, and that's the cooperative team enterprise, which does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. You can literally go in there and join it and follow what they tell you to do, and all of a sudden people will be emailing you their name and phone number and best time to call them. It's crazy. A lot of work is being done there. But anyway, do your due diligence. Call them on the phone. Ask them the questions. If they're unwilling to answer the questions, then you're in trouble. Just go away from it. And I bet you 99.9% of the MLM businesses you call can't answer your questions, won't answer your questions, or will try to sell you on something that that you don't want to buy. Man, I apologize for that. Forgive me. So we're going to wrap this up for today. Next week we're going to pick up with why you should be rich and some more steps for you to follow, because I'll tell you, I'm on a mission to blurt out, to get rid of, obliterate, that's the word I'm looking for, obliterate the MLM industry. Now that's a big task. I want businesses in that home business arena that are good for the consumer. I want to expose all the other stuff. Now there's good ones out there, but they're all based on the buying leads thing and calling leads and friends and family, and that's a tough gig. That's a tough thing to do. You want to get with a company that buys customers and sells you the customer. I pay $50 for a customer. You know how much a lead would cost me? And you know how much calling a lead, my time and everything? I'll buy customers all day long. And so does everybody else in the operation in Tomorrow's Home Business. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Casey, you did a good job today making sure that that we stay on track, and you know, it's I'm good job. And I want to thank all you listeners for downloading and being a part of the show. We want to thank tomorrowshomebusiness.com. I really didn't mean to give you a CASA commercial on it. That's not my intent. But if you want to check it out, go to tomorrowshomebusiness.com and check it out. If you want to call us for a free consultation, call 1-800-727-2353 and ask for Rachel Coleman, and she will set you up. I think we're booking into the end of November. That's how many we've got in there. I'm not sure. She may get you, and there may be a reschedule, and she can put you in sooner. I don't know. Again, thank you for coming to financialfreedomradio.info, not .com. We're here every week, every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and we love to have you come join us and partake in our show. So again, financialfreedomradio.info, not .com, but .info. You folks have a great weekend, and may God bless you.